Oh, and welcome to Safe Seats, an app designed to locate safe restrooms for marginalized communities. Our app features a map that will navigate you to a safe restroom, but why tell you when we can show you? Let's start off by registering a new user. Here we will register a user with a first name, last name, email, and password. We create a user object with its own unique ID and store it under our collections of users in our database. We use bcrypt to protect your passwords and a JWT token to retrieve it. Once registered, the user can head to the login page and insert their credentials. Once here, we can insert our login credentials.
Once inside and the user is authenticated, he'll be taken to the nearby page. The nearby page uses Mapbox and geolocation to geolocate the user, which will then zoom in on the user's current location. If you zoom out, there are markers that have been created, and these markers are coming from the Refuge Restroom API. And Mapbox is creating a marker for each location. Clicking on a marker will pop up a modal with two actions, navigate and favorite, and all the information about that location. Clicking on navigation then accesses the Mapbox Directions API and adds a layer to the map of a line from your current location to the destination that you have chosen, as well as turn-by-turn instructions down below. So you can navigate from where you are to that location.
On the search location page, the user will be displayed a map with their location at the center. On this page, they have a search bar where they can select and search any location that they desire to view restroom locations around that. They can either use a specific street address, a city, a state, a zip code, or a landmark, such as the Golden Gate Bridge. In this example, we'll use Austin, Texas. When the user searches, an API call is made to the Mapbox forward geocoding API. This will return the latitude and longitude of the user's search location. A new map will be generated with the latitude and longitude at its center, and a new API call will be made to the Refuge Restroom API. This will return the 50 closest locations to the user's search. With those results, each location will get its own marker, and a modal will be available with the restroom's location information. From this modal, the user can add that location to their favorites.
So in this project, we use MongoDB as our database. Essentially, we create two collections. One collection is to store the user's information. It comes with like a user ID. So to store each spot into another collection we have, which is called favorites. So whenever we try to click on the favorite button from the modal, we can dispatch an action. In that action, you can add that location into the favorite database. So whenever you add that location, it will store the information of the user ID as well as that restroom ID with the street name, the name of the restroom, as well as the state. All those information will be stored in the database. And once you go to the favorite component, which is the page that's showing right now, it will display all the spots you have saved from this database. So how it works is whenever you go to this page, the API will be called to the backend routes where it will grab all the information that has the same user ID So it's calling the same user ID and display all the information about the restroom, which has the same user ID and display onto this page. And for the deleting, it's also calling from the API for the backend routes, calling from that favorite collection database, where to find the ID number that's associated with the restroom spots, and then it will delete from the database based on the ID that's associated with the restroom.
And once you're done with your session, you can come to the sign out page and log out. And there you have it. Safe seats. You're in good hands.
Safe seats.
Safe seats.